Welcome to Soul Talk, a podcast founded and created by Monica Ramirez, the Warrior of Love. Soul Talk was created in 2020 when a pandemic hit and we were in lockdown. She wanted to have exciting conversations with open-minded people so they could understand different aspects of herself and she could help others in the same way. She interviews healers, coaches, therapists, psychics, readers, channelers, mediums, intellectuals, poets, artists, and more. She calls it Soul Talk because it started as a conversation from soul to soul.
Hello, everyone. My name is Monica Ramirez, the Warrior of Love. Let me unmute you, Maryanne and Cindy, so like that you can present yourselves and say who you are.
Did you want me to go ahead, Maria?
Go ahead.
Yeah, really happy to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation. I'm coming to you from a tiny little place of only 2,000 people. It's called Neves, just north of the Minnesota border, just south of Thunder Bay in northwestern Ontario in Canada. So yeah, I'm really thrilled to be here. And I'm very interested to hear what everyone is going to have to say. I'm excited to learn what I can learn today. And yeah, just a little bit about me. I am an Indigenous elder. My spirit name is Standing Strong, and my clan is Caribou. And I'm a member of the Lake Helen First Nation. And the work that I do is helping people to figure out who they are and why did they come to Earth at this time. And so, yeah, really thrilled to be here and excited to learn. Thank you. Miigwech. Miigwech is thank you in Ojibwe.
Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate it. Maryanne?
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me to be here to join in and participate in this beautiful day of 1212 portal, bringing us into unity consciousness. And it's also the day of Our Lady of Guadalupe, Divine Mother. I'm really happy to be here because this is also the portal leading into the solstice portal on December 21st. So it's a 1212 today, and then we have a 1221 coming up. And it's an exciting time. We are making great shifts. I'm actually here in New Jersey on the East Coast. I live in Manhattan, but I'm spending time out of the city right now because of the intense energies. And I am blessed to have a space to come to and nurture myself. And I think it's important during these times of shifts in consciousness that are constantly happening that we really take really good care of ourselves. And so I'm also excited because lately it's coming up for so many of us that what are we all doing here? What is this about? What did we come here to share? You know, our souls are all unique and yet we walk together as one. And I have a background in working with vibrational sound, the language of the soul, the language of light. I also work a lot with women who've been through trauma. And so I'm always here to support anyone who's having a tough time because these shifts can really, it's like a little earthquake going on inside, sometimes a big earthquake going on inside, and we need support. Yes, no one can walk our path for us, but we need support too. So I'm really grateful to be here, and I'll share more about the portal. I want to give it over to anyone else, who needs to share what they're doing. But I'm very happy to be here with all of you. So thank you.
Thank you, Maryanne. Lisa, would you like to present yourself?
Well, I'm excited to actually be here today. I double booked myself and the divine arranged everything for me so I could be here. So embarrassed. And actually, Maryanne, I'm from the Jersey Shore. So
Oh.
I grew up in the Rumson area, so I don't know if that's near where you are right now.
I'm in Short Hills.
Okay, yep, I had family from that area. So let's see. I had the distinct pleasure of meeting Monica down in Miami when we were speaking at an event, and felt instantly connected to her, soul sisters. And I have been on a journey for 20 years. I started out as I'm a hypnotherapist and a master practitioner of neurolinguistic programming, but I'm also a shamanic practitioner, studied energy medicine and a number of things. I've traveled all around the world, and I walk two worlds very carefully, because there's one part of me that's very metaphysical, and the other part of me is I'm actually a business coach. I'm a mindset coach. So I get to sneak in soul retrievals with C-suite execs who have no idea what I'm doing. So it's been this beautiful world that I'm actually having the opportunity to kind of, both of those worlds are starting to come together in a beautiful way. So I'm surrendering to that. And I'm just really thrilled and happy to be part of this. And thank you for having me.
And for me, I am a transformational belief coach. I am a channeler, and I am Mexica, but I live in McAllen, Texas for now. And I'm going to be traveling very soon to New York, in New Year's Eve. Hopefully I will see some of you guys. We're missing one of the beautiful ladies that I have the pleasure to spoke with her yesterday, Rose. And hopefully she arrives soon. And well, I would like to talk about what happened in 1512 in Mexico City, when the Virgin of Guadalupe presented herself. In 1512, she presented herself to Juan Diego in the mountain, and she was speaking in Nahuatl. Actually, she did not present herself Guadalupe. Her name was Huipeo. That other name that she used, it was Totanzin, and she spoke in Nahuatl. But because they could not present her, they could not pronounce her name. They put her Guadalupe when the Catholic Church adopted her in a way. She is the only, they put a virgin, but not necessarily was a virgin. It was a being of the higher planes. That she, as an artist, is one of the ones that might fascinate me, because she's the only one who have painted herself. What happened in there? She begged Juan Diego to make a place where people can celebrate her. More in that time, it was more the Nahuatls, the Indian Nahuatls, that it was in that place in Mexico. And Juan Diego, and to tell the priests that they were needing, the Catholic Church, they were needing to build that shrine for her. And Juan Diego was very sick and very busy. He was not sick. His uncle was very busy. He was very worried about that. So Juan Diego told her like he was very busy. He did not have time for what she was asking her for. So she insisted. After the third day, begging him, doing that, she asked Juan Diego that in that place it was empty. So to pick up some roses that they were there in that mountain, that was never the roses in that place. So he put it in an ayate. It was like a rug. He was carrying water and stuff in there. At that time, the Indians, they were carrying. And she put the roses in that ayate, and to take them to the priests. So like that, actually, they opened the doors for the Indians, because they were not opening the doors to the Indians, actually, to talk with the priests and all these high priests that they were there in the Catholic Church. So finally, he went there and he put his ayate and bring down the roses. That when he threw the roses, immediately they fell down. And that's where her image came through. So that's why she's the only high entity that actually she painted herself. And they still exist in the Basilica of Guadalupe in Mexico City, that painting, that she did it for herself. It's been tested. It is not handmade, and they still do not know how it was made. But 12/12 for well, at least for most of the Mexicans, it is a very important day because this is the day of the Totanzin, the day of the Great Mother that is actually telling us that she's always supporting us and she's always with us. And it always brings so many changes and so many support of the 12/12. Like Maryanne is going to tell you more about the astrological part because she knows way more than I do. But at the same time, I'm noticing as a channeler that is being a lot of changes that is coming for the whole humanities. We're going to see it as an individual part of us. We're seeing so many changes are coming for us. I call it the reset button because many of us, we have gone in a reset button, things that they were working in a certain way and now is not working anymore how we used to work before. And we have to learn to adapt. We have to learn to accept the new changes that are coming. But it comes also at the same time in a magical way that it is for all of us. So like that, we can amplify our conscience because as we know, many of us, the planet Earth already changed to a different frequency, to the fifth dimension. And the whole humanity that wants to adapt to those changes, we have to adapt our conscience to that new frequency. So it is important for us to, in a way, surrender to the higher beings and to that frequency. So like that, it will be easier to navigate. We can stay in our drama. We always have the options to stay in our drama for things that did not happen, how it's been happening, or we can observe the good things about that reset button that we're going through in this moment, the majority of the human beings. Yes. You can unmute, my love.
Yeah, Rose is in the waiting room trying to get your message.
Oh, let me. Maryanne, you want to talk about that? Let me find Rose.
Did you ask me, Monica, if I wanted to talk about the 12/12?
Yes, because.
Okay. Okay. Well, it's interesting. I didn't realize this until this morning, but I was looking at the date, the whole date. So we have a 12/12/2022. So we have that the 12s are coming into a 3. So we have that 3, 3, and a 6. That's actually a 12. It comes out to a 12, but then you break it down to a 3, and that's all about, Mother, Maiden, Crone, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. There's this balancing of the masculine, feminine, and honoring of the Divine Mother, but to not forget about the Holy Father, that the awakened masculine also needs to be nurtured and loved and taken care of too. Because we all have that balance inside of us of masculine and feminine. It's not really about the gender. It's really about the balance of the energies. And, these portals are powerful because this particular gateway, whenever I've tuned into it, and over many years that I've been working with gateways, it has a lot to do with transformation. I see the butterfly energy come in a lot with this. I see that frequency of like a huge influx of light frequency coming in to help us release the density, the old programming, the old patterns, the belief systems that don't serve us anymore, but also to honor them, that they played a role, they played a part for us to shift our consciousness. And so we're going into a time of even more change more incredible, powerful shifts of consciousness. It's nothing new. I think a lot of us already know, but there could be someone listening today or may listen later who's not familiar. And I like to share, just to go back a little bit and talk about these things. But as we come through these portals, I'm noticing more and more the shifts are getting stronger. And with that strength and that it's also the speed of it is really amplifying and accelerating, that we really do need to take downtime, because it's in the surrender and in the downtime that we get to integrate the frequencies as they come in. And it's not as if we have to be on a specific day like 12/12. This can happen at any time. But it is, I find, more heightened, more expanded on particular gateways. It could be a solstice. It could be this particular portal. It could be an equinox. It could be a eclipse. These are opportune times to also remember that we're not just awakening, that we're remembering who we are and why we are here. To shift that consciousness in unity, but from the heart. To ground ourselves into Mother Earth and to honor Mother Earth for the fact that she holds us every day. And she's bombarded with so much pain and so much trauma that's been, through wars and violence and all the things going on that we see. And yes, we are shifting into 5D. The earth is not who she used to be. And if I'm rambling on too much, shut me up. It's my New York Italian in me. I just, I can't stop talking, but I get passionate about these things. So, but I just want to honor, the elements. I want to honor the land. I want to honor my fellow star seeds. I want to honor, the four-legged and the winged ones and the elementals and, all the frequencies, the cosmos, all of it, because it's exciting and it can be challenging at times, but it's also exciting because there's goodness here, even with the struggles, even when we look out there and see things going on that are not pleasant. Put our hands on our heart and say, it's going to be okay. Whatever's happening, this is all for the greater good. And to remember that we are making a great difference just by being here. So I'm going to leave it with that and give it over to you, Monica. Thank you for letting me speak.
Thank you very much. And Rose, would you like to present yourself so like that everybody knows who you are? Beautiful. You're in mute. Let me ask you to unmute.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. So I'm grateful to be here. And as you were saying, what's your name? Maryanne? We are in this very blessed time. We chose to be here. The ride is being kind of roller coaster, but it's a great ride. I'm from Brazil, as you are from Mexico, right, Monica? So we are in this time of transition, and it is totally an awakening. And for us to connect with our Divine Mother, it doesn't matter whatever background we come from. She supports us. And the divine that a lot of us that is raised as Catholics, we are raised believing God is here and we are down here. So, and part of the awakening, we understand that divine it is within, and we have a lot of friends that we call them divine right here. So it is time now that we understand the power we have and just connect. I was 17 months old. First time that Mother Mary materialized in front of me, I was ill and dying. And she said, if you want to be here, for me to go within and heal. And I remember looking inside me and healing. And I think was my first healing. And she always here And if you don't have connection with Mother Mary, like in Brazil, it is the Black Madonna, like Mexico, Lady of Guadalupe. So we are all every different, like Portugal, this Fatima, many different places she appeared, and we all gave her different things. So it is this amazing energy frequency that us, especially we women, we have this amazing energy. Like when I sat here, my whole sacral was vibrating, this mothering energy in us. And that's what is helping the shift. We came here to help generate energy, because we know by our own family, a lot of our brothers and sisters, they are deep sleeping. And for them to wake up, it is time that we need to be selfless and totally in compassion, no judgment. Just embrace the ones in need, because imagine everything us here, we believe, and then tomorrow we realize it's all a lie. How hard it is for us to shift and to change that belief. It is the same way for them. A lot of people live at the mass conscience that it is all made by the street mediums and deep doctrinators. And believe it or not, it needs to shift. Like a lot of things that is going on, not in Brazil, but in the world today. If you look at it, the mainstream media, it is hard. But if you go in the heart, ask Mother. Right now, it is just this beautiful ray of knowledge is coming to what we call the portals. Just allow yourself to be. One thing we need to learn, get out. I always go upstairs and go downstairs. Go downstairs, go in the heart, and then you can process. Because a lot of things in our conscious mind, that doesn't make sense. Never 1 + 1 = 2 in a heart. Sometimes it does, but a lot of times it doesn't. And when that doesn't make sense, allow. Because when we allow, it is us spreading wings. We are free. And one thing that we being programmed, it's very hard to trust, especially trust in the unknown. So how can this is going to keep me safe? Because when we don't trust, we come from fear. And in that fear, you do everything you know to be safe. How can I be safe in the unknown? It gives you goosebumps. But it is time. It is, I have no faith. I love when people say that. You start investigating and there is a faith in there. So, and hope to that, because no one, it is alone. And a lot of what is coming now, Mother always guide me to this point. It is the cognitive. A lot of people, it is going to go, it's very hard to process and to understand what is coming. So it is depression, suicidal, and people searching like crazy can someone explain what happened? So we need to be grounded, aligned, and have crazy compassion. Even though we're in a physical body, we're in 3D and blah, 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 bring that last string of faith and give it. We are here now, not just to guide, but guide and teach people to walk by themselves. So, like people look at, you're a guru, and it thinks, oh God, if a guru look at me and said, this little gal has so much to learn. So I'm just sharing what I know. You share what you know, and we keep going. So it is time now that never than ever, we are all one. Hold on to each other, hold on our hands and help, because it's going to be bumpy. next year, the following year. But this portal now, why it's going to be bumpy? A lot of truth is coming. And from this today on, it's a lot that is opening. So it is a good time. Why you would go in panic and think? Let us celebrate. It is all good time. If we let it go, the attachments, it's easy to embrace. And Mother, it is our guides. If you never connect with Mother, if you never connect with your guardians, you never felt anything, just allow yourself to breathe. If you bring the air through your nose all the way below your belly button and exhale through your nose very slowly, you start settling down, you start grounding yourself. And that is a deep connection and helps your mind to quiet down. So it's a simple things that we can start doing so we can find our path. Which path is that? We're going to find out. We are all walking together and we looking for this new earth that is being born right here, and we are part of it. And I'm so grateful to be here. Gratitude for all of you. Blessings.
Thank you, Rose.
Oh, my pleasure.
Cindy, would you like to go next, or Lisa?
I just want to say something very quickly on some of the comments that were made, because I was raised Jewish and I didn't have any connection to Mother Mary growing up. I didn't have any connection to Jesus, and the only connection I had was actually fear-based. Because as a Jew, I was often called a Christ killer, and I didn't even know what that meant. And, you know, being accused of something that happened thousands of years ago. So whenever these people's names were brought into my attention, it brought in fear. And what's happened is 20 years ago, I kind of cracked open and had a big awakening spiritually. And I began working with Jesus and Mother Mary, and I became obsessed with going to all these to Fatima and Medjugorje, and I used to laugh and say, here I am, this Jewish girl traveling around the world, going to all these places where Mother Mary was said to have apparitions, and they said, well, you know, Mary was a Jewish mother. I used to laugh. But I love what you said, how she's for everyone. There's no distinction. It's not about religion. It's her energy that comes in, and she supports all of us. And so I'm deep gratitude for the confirmation, all of that, and being asked to be part of this today. And I thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. I do appreciate that, because it is, when she presented her, well, this Totanzin, that's her days today, because that's when she appeared. She did not even speak Spanish. She just asked for revealed ash rain. Cindy.
Yes, thank you so much for a chance to share. And I've really enjoyed listening to all the speakers so far. Like some of you, I was raised as a Catholic and the oldest of 4 children. My dad is the Indigenous parent. So I grew up in a very confusing household and continue to be confused for most of my life. I heard Lisa mentioning about a breakdown, and yeah, sometimes I call it a breakdown, sometimes I call it a breakthrough that happened in 2004. And since that time, my life has changed very dramatically. I remember the very first time that I was conscious and aware of when Spirit was speaking to me. And it was a very unnerving experience, I'll call it that. But it was wintertime, I was out for a walk, and this voice is telling me to go to this building. and it was an Indigenous Health Access Center. And I didn't understand, of course, what was going on with me, and I was really questioning what is happening to me. And I got to the bottom of the stairs of this building, and there is a male elder standing at the top of the stairs, and he says to me, what took you so long? We've been waiting for you. And I don't know who he is. I don't know what he's talking about. And so it was a very culture shock, I guess, is one way of saying it, that experience. And so since that time, I have dedicated my time to listening to myself and learning what spirit is bringing through. I heard others have that very similar gift of channeling. I was just sharing with someone a few days ago. I said, now it's so natural to me that sometimes I don't even notice whether it's channeling or whether it's me. And I think that's a really great place to be. I've heard others talking about the changes that we're going through right now. And being of Indigenous ancestry, the one that has been coming through very forcefully over the last year is intergenerational trauma. And so I have been very dedicated to working at that and interrupting that intergenerational trauma within my family. And the Thunder Beings brought an experience through for me on July 19th. I won't ever forget that date. And so I've been working on my own childhood trauma since then and opening myself up to more and more and more of what Spirit is wanting and asking me to do. It's really hard, and I'm feeling myself getting emotional. It's really hard to walk this path when others are not there with us. It's very challenging. I had a conversation with my firstborn last night, and I realized that her worldview and my worldview is so different now. I'm having difficulty having a conversation with her. And that's a little disturbing for me. I've been told that, we'll be able to meet up again at some point, but I am finding it really hard right now. So yeah, that's why I'm here. That's why Spirit has asked me to do this work. For years, I would give people from the jail or the hospital or other places their spirit names, give them their spirit names and give them their clans. And now Spirit has asked me to do that as a business. So that's what I'm doing. It's really important for us to know who we are and why we're here and what did we want to serve? What did we want to do in this lifetime? I'm 63, and I'm feeling like I'm just getting started. I feel like I'm just beginning. I am surrendering to this new way of life, even though, as I said, it is hard when family doesn't agree with you. But I'm here, I'm committed, I'm dedicated to the work and dedicated to see where life is going to bring us. I'm very, very fortunate. I don't know if you can see where I am, but where I live, I've manifested this beautiful, beautiful property, and I get to live here and be supported by the earth every day. And sometimes that's about all I can handle. Sometimes it's easier to do that than to handle speaking to people. Some days it's just too hard to speak to people. And so I can go outside and talk to the trees and the river and the animals that are around. So yeah, if there's ever anything that I can do to help or support you, my role is that of a lodge keeper. That's why I'm here, is to literally hold space for others. And yeah, I'm learning as you all are learning. I'm learning and growing every day. Miigwech, thank you so much for a chance to share.
Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, everybody. Well, I would like to, if we start doing the ceremony, as ever is in our heart, many people ask me what is going to happen today. Friends and some of you and many people. And it's like, I don't know. They throw me in the bus, my guides, and it's like, and just, you know what you're going to need to do when the moment it happens. And this is how I will completely surrender, because many times I do not know exactly how it's going to go before then. So, but I trust the spirit and I trust the guidance and I trust what it is important for the human being in the moment that it is, even if I do not know what it is supposed to be. And I'm glad at the same time, because or else it will be a textbook that I have to put the step number 1 and the step number 2, and that's not how spirit works. The spirit works in different forms, however is needed. So, and I did not knew at the beginning when I spoke with Maryanne about with who we do this ceremony, who do we invite? And she told me, I don't know, do you know? They're like, let's put it in the spirits. And it is, everything is perfect how it is. There it is. I invite 2 more people more, and one back down right away, and the other one, her kids got sick, and everything, it is perfect how it is. And this is completely surrendering, because we have planned so many things in our lives, how it should be in this moment in our lives, and it haven't worked. And I have find that it is easier to adapt. The people that is navigating easier in this timeline, in this moment, it is the ones that adapt to the new changes. This is how the spirit takes us. And the ceremony is going to be, I believe, like just exactly like that, how the spirit wants. And so I will start it, and someone continue it, please. And just unmute you guys yourselves when you feel like jumping in, and let the spirits guide us. So let's close our eyes. Let's take a big breath and take it to our belly. Hold it. And we let it out. And the next breath, we take it our belly, we follow the air, we hold it, and we let it out. And the next breath, we take it to our chest, to our heart. And we hold it. So our heart can expand. And we let it out. And the next breath, we take it to our heart. And we feel how it expands. And we let it out. And the next breath, we take it again to our heart. And we let it expand a little bit more. And the next breath, we take it to our head. And we let it expand and combine with our heart energy. And the next breath, we take our energy to our pineal gland. And we dissolve all the crystalline all the crystals, our blockage, and we expand it with all our brain and our heart energy. And the next breath, we take it to our head, to our two brains, our two hemispheres, the right and the left, and we let it combine and mix between both of them. And we let it out. Now we're going to ground ourselves because we're going to send our awareness to our feet and start going down like the roots of a tree. Start going down, down to dirt, to stones, to sand, to water, until we get to the center of the earth, to the heart of Gaia. That is also our mother. And in there, we're going to anchor our roots. We're going to feel her love and her support. She's not asking anything from us. She is accepting us as we are, with all her love, with all her support. And we bring that energy up to our roots, up to our feet, up to our ankles and our knees, and to our legs, and to our hips. Relax them more and more. To our stomach, passing through all our organs, internal organs and external organs like our flesh. And it goes to our chest, to our heart, to our lungs, to our neck. Relax them and more. To our shoulders and our arms and hands. To the back of our head, the top of our head, and just feel like it melts in the here and now. To our forehead, to our eyes, behind our eyes, and we feel like it melts in this moment, in the here and now. To our nose, inside our nose, to our mouth, inside of our mouth, and it covers all our body, the energy of Gaia, with all her love. And from our crown chakra, it goes up, up, up like in a tube, and it goes to our sun, that it is a portal, and connects us to the central sun. And where is the brilliant, brilliant light that have ever existed. And in there, we're going to breathe that in, that energy of that brilliant light. And we're going to bring it down, 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 down. And we're going to anchor both of them in our heart. And now from there, in our heart, we're going to go directly and feel that heart pulsing. that heart expanding with the energy of the central sun, of that brilliant light, and from the mother, Gaia. And we call here, the Elohims are here, Mother Gaia is here, Totanzin is here, and all the beings of light as our higher selves are present in this moment to do a deep healing in all of us, anchoring all that love that is so necessary for all of us, that unconditional love that do not ask anything from anyone, and just acceptance for who we are, so we can remember the amazing human beings that we chose to be here in this moment, in this timeline, and knowing that we're loved, that we support it. I can feel that energy. Mayaraka mayara la yaramaka. Ora mayara mara yara. Arama yarama kara yarama. Ora mayara maka. Oi. Ora mayara makara yara mama. Ora mara mara ya. Ora mamara yamara mama. We're talking about that we are all one. We're just different aspects of each one are just reflecting a different image of our own selves. But there's not such a thing of division. We're all one. Iramayaraka. Wanna jump in?
Erunt ar katu nishalai iara nasurita. Mejori ia niaro nasal urvi shikitaya. From the great cosmic womb, mother, to the womb within us and the Hara, down to Gaia's womb, interconnecting Gurundar iara nishkataru urva sanesh kiaruna mishtai, cleansing all trauma, ancestral karma, anything that no longer serves us, we send it into the light, into the Creator with deepest gratitude. Anturi vashikasunyatar. Mero ungot kushevi sila isaturi majea kunsata. Harakaturi vashani salumi anina. Shinianizovira kushitari itanuri shikatsaru te, cleansing, restoring, rejuvenating kunturi vashimia satukushetai ira. Shim yarononi sai haluaya no durivaya no salu. We are the star beings. We come to tell you we are grateful to each of you for showing up on this earth plane for this experiment of remembering your divinity as a soul human being, and that you come to walk your path in your own unique way, to share your own unique gifts from each heart, from heart to heart. You merge as one to remember that you are the Creator in a human vessel who chose to come to the earth plane to share your own unique and special contribution to walk side by side, not above, not ahead, not behind, not below, as you are all in the heart. You are now remembering Korondori Vishalaira no Sukoiji Aronatu Ishamoi Haluaira Nasuve Enjeria Kasal Utunia Nushi Mianonaya. Remember who you are, the light of source that chose this human life as you are helping Gaia to shift, holding her with compassion and love, holding each other with compassion and unconditional love. You are making a great difference. Koruntaria Mashaiya. We give you thanks. Thank you for being here. Thank you for inviting us. And it is done, and it is done, and so it is. Arukata, Makateariana, Orian, Urutu, Ava, Ava, Ava. Amen, Aho, and so it is. Blessed be. And breathe. Make sure you drink lots of water. The light codes are strong, they say. Drink plenty of water to integrate the frequencies, as you are not going to be who you were before this ceremony began, but you will remember more of who you are and why you are here. And so it is.
Who wanna go next?
Thank you.
Just unmute yourself. Whoever wanna go next.
I can continue. At this moment, let this energy of pure light expand in your heart. Feel your heart expanding and expanded beyond your arms and expanding, going down to earth and going all the way above your head. Feel yourself inside this bubble. Feel you're inside Divine Mother's womb. Feel this warmth, or you might feel cold. Feel the energy surrounding you, like a smoke going through your physical body, moving. And this energy start being colorful. Let this energy play around your physical body. Just feel it. Feel your body. How do you feel being there? Are you feeling comfortable, warm, cold, sad, fearful, confused, alone? Don't hold any emotions back. Let this, just observe all you're feeling. Or if you don't feel anything, and let this rainbow of energy, crystalline energies going through. And that point in there, just express what you need. What's your pain? What's your concern? Just let this feeling come. If you're feeling sad, confused, alone, rejected, fearful, It's coming close to you, this beautiful ball of light. This ball of light that is indigo, sky blue. It comes in a hole from indigo to sky blue. And this conscience, we can call that conscience in a light that is coming to you. A divine mother energy that is pure, unconditional love. Feel this energy coming closer to you. And you're still inside your own bubble, your own womb. And this beautiful light is going to embrace you. Don't be fearful. Just find the peace and the love in your heart. Feel this beautiful embrace. And notice, how are you feeling? And you can ask her for comfort, wisdom, whatever you'd like to ask. And concentrate in your breathing. Take a deep breath in. And exhale very slowly so you can keep yourself grounded. And listen to the wisdom of the Divine Mother to you. You can call the Divine Mother your higher self, the Creator, so embracing you. In this sacred divine moment, you are with the Creator, Mother. Listen to her. Mother wants you to know there is no need to be in fear. There is no need to panic. The only need for you, my beloved, to be in your heart. Trust the process. Trust that you're guided, you're loved, you're not alone. This is a moment in time for you to bring your totally expansion of your heart. Know that all it is within you that you know. Do not get into panic. You are your own guide. You are your own guru. But always know, my beloved, you are never alone. There is many aspects of you to guide, protect, embrace, and love you. You're not going through any hard times by yourself. Trust. I'm right here. I am right here. And which breath you take deep within, I am with you. Just ask, my beloved, ask, and you shall receive. Ask, and you shall receive. All will be provided. Trust the blessings of Mother Earth, our Father Sun. You have it all. Just know it. Deeper within you, you have it all. A deep breath in. And stay in this comfort arms of our Mother. And let all the illusion go. You are blessed. And we are removing all the veil of illusion that was blocking you from the truth. And so be it. And so it is. Kadosh, 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 Adonai Sabaoth. Thank you.
Did one Cindy or Lisa wants to jump in?
I can't see Lisa, so I'll just go ahead. I just wanted to remind everyone that we're all part of this wonderful circle. We have our circle here today. We have the circle of people that are joining us virtually, or they may watch this later. We have the circle of our families, of our connections. There's many circles that we're part of, but we're all one in the circle. It's important for us to know that we all are equal in the circle and that we all belong in the circle. And it doesn't matter what our background is or where we came from. We're all bringing gifts to the circle. We're all bringing value to the circle. That includes all of the beings on this earth, the ones that we can see and the ones that show themselves to some people, I think. I heard earlier about the elementals. We call them the little people, Sabe or Sasquatch, from the sky dimension. There's so many beings that are here with us. If you haven't ever tried it, you can hold your arms out next to you as if you were embracing a very, very big circle. And when you hold your arms out like this, you can feel all of those beings here with you. You can feel that energy. It's very, very powerful. So I usually will greet them, acknowledge them. If we had the time in this circle, we would encourage everyone to introduce themselves and identify themselves in this circle. But yes, you can feel this strength and this power. And the other thing, I've heard a couple of songs already. If we have time, I would love to sing the traveling song to close out our ceremony. Miigwech.
Oh, we're not closing yet.
I'd like to share something. This morning in my meditation. Mother showed herself to me, and I did some automatic writing. So this is the message she gave to me. And it's about going inward and loving yourself during this time. Self-love is being in a state of gratitude at all times. So being happy when you feel alone, imagine on Christmas Day with no gifts, but still being able to find pure joy in who you are, and just being in the place of joy for breathing, the joy that your heart is pumping, the joy that you are here in this magnificent planet to live another day. We give each day meaning, and we make each day good, bad, or ugly, depending upon our thoughts. And these are choices that we make. When we are grateful, when we are grateful for all we have, we are in the state of pure love. Release your pain and not being enough, and then you will be enough. Release your pain about not being loved, and then you will be loved. Release your belief that you are not smart, and you will believe you are smart. Look into your heart and create who you are and what you want to be. Release the thoughts that tear you down. Love, forgiveness, and gratitude will heal all. In deep gratitude, thank you.
Thank you so much, Lisa. Cindy, do you want to close the ceremony? Cindy? Or does someone else would like to say something else?
Yes, I just wanted to say how wonderful the ceremony has been. I've done these over the course of many, many years, over several decades, and I have to say this is really a lovely gathering, and I could really feel each of you. And I'm not talking about just those of us giving the ceremony, but everyone on this, those listening in. I feel everyone's heart. And a real gratitude for showing up and bringing your unique, beautiful energy into this circle is very deeply felt. And I just wanted to say thank you to each of you, and to remember to be gentle and kind with yourselves and others who may be going through a struggle. Better days are definitely ahead for us, no matter what's going on. There's chaos. It's part of the natural law of the universe. Within that chaos is great beauty and calm and peace. And I believe we can step into that. When we're each ready in our own way, we can access it. And so, thanks for showing up and being who you are.
Something that I would like to add before we close the ceremony. Remember that everything that is happening in that moment to every single human being in this moment, it is exactly for us. It is arriving for us because we were needing to learn something from it. The more that we faster observe what we're learning from it, we faster are going to pass through that. So try to find what is the positive side of every single thing that we're thinking that it is terrible, because in reality it is not terrible. Everything is just teachings and learnings for us, and the way we observe them, it is how it's gonna be. Just observe them in the way of love. What is teaching us? We can always have the choice to go into drama or not. It is our choice. So surrender to the Spirit. Give it back to Source. We can handle it. There are things that we can't handle it. Just send it back to Source, because we always support it and we always love. Don't forget that. Thank you very much. Cindy, you want to close the ceremony? Rose, do you want to say something before Cindy close the ceremony?
I'm just very grateful to be here, and you just rephrase what just said. Do not go into fear. And when you're feeling alone, go within yourself. You're never alone. I grew up with my guides, a lot of times alone. Moved to America by myself. I was young, didn't know a soul. And I never felt alone. I always felt happy. And like one of the guides said, I was coming home to help in this transition, and go with the guide within you. We are not alone, never been and never will. Trust the process. Even if it is difficult with your family, to talk with your loved ones, go within and connect with this mother energy. She will give you strength to go through. We are shifting. It's not too far away, not at all. Soon, we're going to see this beautiful energy, the new horizon. Trust. Thank you, Monica. Thank you all. Blessings to you all.
Lisa, do you want to say something before Cindy close the ceremony?
Just again, deep gratitude for this group and being asked to be part of this. I thank you all so much. And what a beautiful channeling today. My whole body's vibrating. I can't wait to see what happens, who I am after this, and all of the beautiful energy that's come this way. So thank you.
Okay, Cindy, it's your turn.
Mimishkwe Gabawik, Nindishnikaz, Adik Nindodem, Opwa Ganasanin, Nindonjiba, Nibin Nindonji. So I'm going to sing the traveling song for you. It's very easy to sing. Feel free to join in if you like. So first I'm going to honor my drum. As above, so below. Hey, hey, ah, hey, ah, hey, oh. Way, 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 hey, ah, hey, ah. Nina waga wabamin. Nina waga wabamin. Way hey ya hey ya hey yo. Miigwech.
Cindy, that was so lovely. It made me feel so happy. My little inner Maryanne is jumping and dancing. That was beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Oh, there's something else, sisters, that you would like to say before we close down?
If I could just wish everyone a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful holiday in whichever way that you celebrate it. I'm pretty excited. I decided this year that we needed to have some fun, so I've booked a couple of hotel rooms at the Victoria Inn, and so my grandchildren and my children and I will be swimming at the pool for our Christmas party. So thank you, everyone. Wishing you all the very, very best. Miigwech.
Thank you.
Yes, many, many beautiful blessings to each of you in whatever you celebrate. But don't forget to celebrate you and who you are and how much you make a great difference by being here at this time. Thank you. Many blessings, many holiday blessings to all. Much love.
A big hug for everybody, and know that you're loved and that I love you. Thank you. Lisa, Rose, and Rose.
Blessings to you all.
Blessings. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for coming today. We will appreciate your presence. Thank you, everybody.
Well, thank you, Monica, so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. Blessings to you, dear.
Thank you. Happy holidays for everybody.
Happy holidays for everyone.
Thank you.